Hopefully you guys can hear and see me. Sorry, a couple minutes. Not too bad. We were there 2 or 3 minutes late. We tried to get set up. I'm here in Nashville, in Tennessee, with about 40 people. And at the same time, there's a soccer group in the same hotel. So we're all trying to steal the Wi-Fi and share the Wi-Fi. So the first computer we did, it didn't work right. So we had to run and get another computer. So, but we're here. So that's not too bad, only being 3 minutes late. So I'm Patdees. And like I said, I'm live from Nashville. You know, this is one of those things that you test it on the road, that you hope things run smoothly, but sometimes they don't always. In the back here.
Swamp Picker. Glenn. Hey, guys. Let me get it.
There you go. So we got Glenn here, Swamp Picker. Probably going to get a couple people maybe to even swing through. Bless you. To say hello and stuff like that. So thanks everyone for showing up. And if you guys got any questions in the chat, please ask. Now, if I lose connection, I'm going to hope that Kimberly, Eric, and Anita will just give me time to get back in. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But we'll swing over to Kim. You can introduce yourself and who you are.
Yeah, sure. My name is Kimberly. My YouTube channel is Borderline Hoarderish, where hoarding is only cool if you can sell it for a profit. Hi, Glenn. I am a reseller, a mom of 2 children, and I live life with a pacemaker. So yeah, that's me. Next.
Hi everyone. My channel name is Anita Fanita. My niche is mainly in jewelry. I do jewelry jars, jewelry identifying, testing. I do a few lives here and there. I sell on different platforms: Etsy, eBay, Poshmark. I have 3 children, live in California, and I'm happy to be here today. Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name's Eric. I'm the Nameless Picker. I sell primarily on eBay, and I do a live auction once a month out of my own garage. I've been selling for 20-some years, full-time for the last 5, though. And that's me.
Good. Jason is not here this week. He told me about 3 hours ago he's having some back issues. And if you remember a couple of weeks ago, there was for a 2-3 week period, he just kept on picking stuff at auctions, and some of the stuff was rather heavy. So he let me know, but he'll be back. So don't anyone panic. Banana Finds will be back. In below, I always have the description. You guys subscribe. Am I getting a little feedback?
No, you're good.
I froze. Did I freeze?
No, you're good.
You're fine.
Did I freeze?
No.
For a second.
Now you're frozen, but you were fine before.
You guys are frozen.
You're fine now. We must be lagging because we're talking to him and he's not hearing us right away.
Right.
Yeah. He keeps going in and out, but he'll be back.
Yeah, see how that is?
Looks like we got a super chat here.
Super chat.
Yay.
Yeah, we can hear you, Pat. But
Guys, you guys are now back moving. I'm really sorry. Adam, thanks for the $5 super chat. Greatly appreciate it. I want proof of life. Dave, Kimmy, honey, can you do me a favor and just basically say hello to the people in the chat? Again, if I lose connection, don't panic. I'll be back.
We won't panic.
We're good.
Yeah, that's fine. Hello, Deep Fried Deals, Dave. How are you? Red Nickerson Resales, my Southern Charm, Nathan. Hello, Adam. What's up, Adam? He says Nashville. Did someone say Nashville?
Nathan is actually down here with us.
Oh, is he? That's awesome.
Yeah. He wasn't feeling good today, but he did meet up with us. We met up at a Mexican restaurant at dinner tonight. And I tell you, the last 3 days went fast.
Yeah, I'm sure. It sounds like you all have had a great time so far. Dad's Vintage Garage, John, hello, Big Red, Joshua, Nameless Picker, who is on the panel. I'll see. I'm getting better at my direction pointing in StreamYard. What's up, Don? Ken Green, hello. Who else do we have? What the hell's Jeremy? And Chris, Liquidation OH, what's up, sir? Donatella, hello, sweetheart. Laughing Picker is here. Anita. She's on the piano. And DuPage Picker, Eric, hello. And Lynn, hello, sweet Lynn. And Gina, I think notifications must be rolling out because people are rolling in now. Make sure to smash that thumbs up, folks. We appreciate you all being here.
Glenn, are you giving thumbs down behind my back?
I want to mention that laughing picker is Eric down there.
Kim, Pock Pat with you nice. I'm not sure what that means. Kim Pock Pat with you nice. Okay.
What? What am I doing?
It says Don the Bargain Hunter says Kim Pock Pat with you was nice. So I'm not sure what that means. It sounds like a rap song.
I'm sure
No.
Eric, how are you doing today?
Not too bad. Been
Yeah.
running around doing family stuff today. So I haven't really done a lot of work, but
Yeah. How you making out sorting through your stuff from the auction from 2 weeks ago?
I've got 57 items up for auction already. I'm sorting political buttons. I've been working on postcards, and I'm going to start radio stuff probably next week. So just kind of taking my time. I've been real busy. I shot another auction in my garage this week. We also did a pickup this week. So I don't usually do them that quick. I don't usually turn them that fast, but my auctioneer had an opening, and so I just said, we'll just shoot another one real quick. So that takes a day for pickup and a day for shooting. So kind of been busy, but I'll get through it.
Mine is breaking up here and there. Were you hearing any of that, Eric?
Mm-mm.
Were you talking?
Okay. No, I was trying to listen to you, but unfortunately, it was kind of in and out. But that's okay, as long as the audience is hear you. But Kimmy, just ask if follow-up questions.
You want me to hijack your show? Is that what you're
Kimmy,
trying
hijack
to
the
do?
show. Pat's
Hijack
fine.
the show. Pat is failing at hosting tonight.
You're gonna probably have to a little bit, just because of the quality, which I'm surprised because Scott's going live from the hotels before. We must got a cheap hotel. Glenn, did you pay for the Wi-Fi? Glenn didn't pay for the Wi-Fi. That's what happened.
There he is doing Glenn.
All right, Kim, you're going to have to explain the creepy guy singing Centerfold to Kim never gets old.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go, Kim. There's your leadway.
Right. So my daughter and I went yard sailing today, and then to the other side of town where her dad lives, we basically did a little dumpster diving after yard sailing. And we took a little break to hang out at Jamba Juice. I had my little tripod, set up with my phone, went live, and the weirdest guy decided to, he gave me a compliment at first. He asked if we were sisters. I was like, well, that's pretty nice. And I was all, well, we're on YouTube Live. And that didn't apparently stop him. He starts, you all will have to go see, but people in the chat were yelling, blink 3 times if you need us to call 911. Like, he was so creepy. After, 10, 15 minutes maybe of him there, he turns around and leaves, and goes to this little booth right next to Jamba Juice, which happens to be a dare booth. And I was quite amused because I'm pretty sure the guy who joined us, Stranger Danger feller, was on something. Yeah, for real. He was like singing, and I don't know.
Maybe he was the poster for the "This is you on drugs" poster.
Yeah.
He was that.
Yeah, well, it just was really amusing that he went over to that booth. But I mean, people in the chat were yelling "stranger danger," and I went back and read the comments. I really have the best YouTube friends. You all rock. Hilarious. So yeah, that was part of my day. It was a really kind of an odd day of running into some strange characters, but you just never know who you're gonna meet out and about.
Definitely bring out the weird in some people.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people will just continue to walk, if I say that I'm filming. But this guy, there's the few people who really like to come up and talk to me. I had the same thing happen last Friday when I went paddle boarding, and this guy saw me filming. My friend was filming me, and he decided to come up and chat away. You never know. There's odd people in the world, but yeah, today was a little odd because I had my daughter there, so I wasn't really sure.
I had the Jamba Juice and said, "Listen, dude, I met a guy paddleboarding last week. You're a week too late. I'm just."
Yeah, I've been there, done that. Yeah. I think
He was weird for real. He was talking about I told him, I'm like, no cussing. So then he starts to break out in song and is like, yeah, I might have to go back and edit just part of that out because it was insane. He was odd for real. Whatever.
when they see a camera, they start acting even more crazier than they really are.
No.
They want to go online and get their 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah, I think that's what he was doing or something. It's just it seems that every time I have my daughter on a live when I'm out and about, she's like petrified by something. I'm like, why does it always happen that we have to be live? And what a great view the YouTube world has of me all the time, Lily, terrified every time. Last time was the paranoia of getting caught for dumpster diving. Oh my gosh. The size of the chain on his wallet was a little overkill. I mean, he could have strapped it to his tires in a snowstorm. He was a character, that's for sure.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, housekeeper here.
It's coffee tonight.
Hey guys.
What up?
Hey Eric, what's up, man?
Why don't you tell them who you are?
Oh, everybody knows who I am.
Well, no, maybe the people in the side chat don't know.
Everybody watches me. My name is Steve, and I'm an alcoholic. No, wait, that's the wrong show. Steve Popcorn Flips on YouTube.
Hey, Steve, I meant to tell you, I drove past your town going up to that auction that me and Pat and Jason all went to. I drove past Connaught or whatever. That's how you pronounce it? Conneaut, whatever. I thought, yeah, Steve lives in Northern Ohio. Man, that was like 4.5 hours from me. I mean, that was like crazy up there. So
we drove through Columbus the other day. My God, the traffic there sucks.
That traffic in Columbus isn't bad. You got to go through DC or Baltimore or something like that to get bad traffic.
My son likes your shirt.
Oh, the Volkswagen shirt?
Yeah, my older son.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
And it's rare to see Steve up this late at night.
No, it is not.
Well, that's what. But finished. He usually goes to bed at 8 o'clock, but this week we had.
He stayed up till 8:15.
You better give thumbs up. We had him out till 1:30 last night bowling. Me, Steve, Shane, Rise and Grind, and Kevin.
Pat bowls like he's throwing a shot to it.
He doesn't do granny bowling where he throws it between his legs.
If he was doing the shot put for real, he'd be an Olympian.
I hope you got some of that on tape.
Well, I did record these guys. But there was a lot of music in there, but I basically throw the ball like I'm just gonna, knock them all down at one. The last game actually I did pretty good. I think I only missed 7 or 8 of the pins, but bet on who falls asleep first, Pat or Steve.
Oh, I'm not falling asleep. I don't know where I got that reputation. I really don't.
Yeah,
I'm always up.
They were telling Pat if he scores over 72, he's going to walk home.
Now my son says I could play now I don't know if he's being a wise guy or I could play a hell of a round of mini golf.
Wow, you guys are tearing up the Nashville nightlife, mini golf and bowling.
Mhm.
Well, no, I didn't go mini golf. That's Eric. Don't shake your head. You know. Well, not all. Only 4 of us went bowling. The rest of them went to bed early. We got back and they were all in bed. But they, in all fairness to them, some of them were getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock to go to a flea market that doesn't open till 8 o'clock. That's only like 7 miles away. I'm like, really?
Hey, there's 40 resellers in town. They got to go out and beat each other to the bargains. I mean,
well, you're going to see footage in probably about a week when I release some of it. That somebody sold something. Someone sold something. On
Real.
Steve.
Yeah,
I haven't sold anything all weekend. I'm coming hang out with Pat.
There you go.
see, exactly. Probably selling some of my V.
Oh, he froze.
Those are priceless.
Yeah. Hey, guy, I don't know how many. I can't really see the chat that good, but we got 22 in here right now. I think there's a couple lives going on tonight. So, but I do appreciate everyone coming out tonight and supporting me. We're doing this live. It's kind of fun to do. The only thing is not having a direct connect. The internet issues seem better now. Steve came up and working better.
I think he spoke too soon.
And stuff like that. I went to a lot of people. What you do today, Steve?
Yard sales.
Yard-
LPs. There's a Ramones. From it was a re-release in 2003, but 50 cents a yard, so should go for about $35.
Nice.
Bunch of
Nice.
other vinyl. The yard sales around here.
you guys are breaking up too bad.
Yeah.
Can't really hear anything.
Again,
Not sure.
Yep, you did.
For a second, yeah.
About it.
I got 2 ZZ columns.
I heard ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got something good.
It must not be good stuff that we're freezing up. But
That's really
here where I
secretive.
live there's an app I downloaded. It shows the yard sale. Where I live, you wouldn't get nothing like that. I just think it's too rural where I live. That here in Nashville,
Yeah.
must have been at least 60, 70. Just there was at least 60 or 70 yard sales, and estate sales. I went to the estate sale. One thing with it really wasn't much stronger. We all kind of went our separate ways. Certain people went with certain people and stuff like that, and then we all met up at dinner.
Here is
I
my.
have
Yeah.
I have a revolving door tonight, so we got some big people.
I knocked on the wrong door.
Oh,
when I came
that's
up.
a lot.
Did you?
That's a lot. Tim.
18.
No.
Wow. Mhm.
You'll say hello.
We're live right now.
Hey.
That is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, tell them who you are. Oh.
Alan Taylor, Florida picker.
Hello,
So
Florida
it's kind of
picker.
neat that people that don't even make YouTube content to have them popping in, and you'll see a lot of these people. I ran into Pac-Man today. He was a mod in a lot of rooms, and we all went out to a Mexican restaurant tonight and ran into him. So it's been not everybody here are YouTube creators, so there's been a lot of people that are reselling, and it's really neat to hear about. It's like talking to Eric and Jason every day, different people doing different things as far as making money and reselling and stuff.
It's a good day.
Are you going to bed now?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Yes.
Why do you think everybody's going to bed?
You got to simmer.
He's putting everyone to bed.
Everybody's going to bed too early.
I say he's actually there an hour early this time. It's still for them it's only 10:22 right now.
Well, that was confusing. When I drove 14 and a half hours straight to get here, and it was a little tough because I got stopped about an hour from the Tennessee line and I got a $101 fine for having my radar detector in the window, not plugged in. And I was lucky, actually, because I was told that they could confiscate it. So he gave it back to me, but I did get a $101. So my trip cost me $101 extra. But Virginia, you're not allowed to have. I know you're. See, what I thought years ago, I know you're not allowed to use them or have them. I thought their cars would pick it up if it was being used. So when he pulled me over, I knew he was going to pull me over because he kind of came up to the side and was the window. And
what they do is they'll pull you over, and they have a little trick. They won't give you a ticket if you smash the radar detector on the road. If you take it out and smash it,
he didn't even give me that.
Really?
You weren't using it, so that was the key thing. So he's writing you for a little different. Yeah. But if you've been using it, they won't give you a ticket. You literally take it out, and smash your radar.
Steve, out to get the bed.
I took
Well, you said
because there's a lot.
His fan base is down there. He's down there selling T-shirts to YouTubers and resellers.
But hey, it was awesome to meet you.
Thanks,
buddy. I don't see you in the morning. It's awesome.
All right. Well, depending upon how late you're up, I may stop down after the show.
All right.
So,
hey guys, see y'all later.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. If anyone else wants to come up, say something to Harlan and Scott. Tell them to come up. Tell them the room number.
All right.
Yeah. Don't send no strange ladies up here.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do.
It's an EG family show.
Hey, is that Vegas?
They were having too much commotion down there. Yeah. Oh, Rick says Virginia is the last state with legal. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I got a car full of stuff though. That I'm home. I met a dude that had a nice truck. If you guys follow me on Instagram,
I think you're breaking up.
Guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I wonder if he knows.
I just put it in the side chat. I heard him say something about Instagram. Follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem when you. I mean, if you're doing YouTubes and things like that, a lot of times you're better off having your own hotspot. The hotels aren't always the most reliable. Whenever I'm in a hotel, I just hotspot off my phone because it's safer for my computer anyway. And then also, you actually usually get better internet. But a phone's not always the best hotspot either. I mean, it runs at your phone speed then. But it's just stuff you got to plan for.
Right. I mean, you never know when you're going out and about to a place you've never been to. So
what'd you pick up today, Kimmy?
Well, so my daughter and I, because I wanted to film today, and so we did a whole little. She shopped. She has Poshmark, and I do eBay. So I was trying to help her because it's really honestly one of the first times she'd gone sourcing like that and had to strictly think of for her Poshmark closet. She's a little newer to that, and I don't sell clothes. So, a whole lot of them.
Yeah,
but. So we did a whole $10 budget because I wanted her to be smart about it. She doesn't have a whole lot invested yet, and she doesn't need to be investing a whole lot into it. Just to always kind of keep reinvesting what she started with and continue, to grow that. And I was telling her today, I'm like, one of the things that people, fail at is they will oversource and go broke. Because they're over sourcing. And so we did $10 each, and I went and looked for eBay, and she did for Poshmark. There was a lot of things that I saw that I could get $10, easily. Hi, Harley. Off of, but I wanted to show her that if you really hunted well, that you could find those items. Because if we would have spent that $10 right with all those first few items, then she wouldn't have come across some of the things that she did eventually, which would bring her in way more. I have a few of them around, but I see we have a new person to say hello. I see Harlan back there.
That's Harlan?
I did. He didn't come in his costume. Did he bring his costume to Nashville? I mean, his real work outfit. Where's your
Yeah,
short shorts,
no,
Harlan?
Shorty short.
no dangle today.
Harlan actually went live from the Nashville Flea Market yesterday for about a half an hour, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I did
Yeah.
see that.
I actually went live. I went over to the American Picker store, and about the first 2 or 3 minutes, it was grainy. But I did watch the rest, and it seemed fine. I tell you, that's one of the things I did is I stopped at places and checked out, some touristy type stuff. Did it? Harlan Brando. They're calling you Harlan Brando now.
Who's calling me that?
Dave. Rick is saying hello.
How is everybody?
Good.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Auction Picker was asking. He says he has an auction pickup in Columbus on Wednesday, and I just asked, is the auction closed already? I mean, that's unusual to have it that far out if it's already closed to have pickups that far. So I was just curious.
Yeah.
Most of my pickups are the next day or max 2 days out.
Yeah. One thing is with Harlan behaving in Nashville, he's not repeating Las Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
The problem is Harlan doesn't really remember what happened in Vegas. So that's the issue.
YouTube does though.
He has to piece it together through different YouTube videos and stuff.
Remembers.
That's very
Let's just say that Harlan's in the background of a lot of YouTubers that were in Vegas. That's
He's getting a reputation now. They're going to start calling him Mr. Vegas.
right. Oh, I did actually pick up. I did get a little globe today, and look what it says. This was a good little pickup. You can see my ring light. It does play music, but I don't want to do it for too long. So yeah, I picked up this.
Very good. What is it playing?
I can't remember what it's playing, but
yeah, I did a bunch of yard sales today too. I
picked up this.
Oh,
Actually, this was free. I got this for free.
Oh.
But just a season for listing toys for me. I sell toys all year, but I really go hard at selling toys and plush.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, yeah, this one is really cute. Want to see this one? I want to. I'm so cute.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so cute. I love him. He's so cute.
Police.
There.
It's a hard knock one. Is that Nathan? That's my Southern Charm. Hello, Nathan.
Hi, are.
Nathan.
We're
Looking
gonna have
good, Nathan.
we're gonna have like 15 people in this room tonight. It says StreamYard only allows 6. Guess what?
We're breaking records.
Yeah.
Don's asking where BP is. He's somewhere around there.
He was downstairs watching football.
It's over. Now, football game's over. I think he went outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some of them, the first day or two it was hot and sticky, and so some people have been hanging out outside. I was actually outside. How did that, Anita? So, are you going to start doing more lives now with StreamYard?
Yeah. Yes, I had never done one before. Well, I've done lives with the Google Hangouts, but I hadn't used any other Hangouts. But the one I did yesterday, I got the hang of it. It's pretty good. That's probably the one I'm gonna continue using. It's the same as this one. StreamYard.
I think it's easier, and my computer does not be bogged down by it, so that's what I like.
Part of my problem also is that I'm using Scott's computer, and he has an Apple, and I'm a Microsoft guy, so I don't know all the functions. So like when I had to copy and paste, and then that was taking a little bit of time too, because everything, his YouTube account was pulled up, his Facebook, his StreamYard. So I had to log out of all that stuff. And there's too much noise going on downstairs.
Mhm.
Eric, you going any? Are we? What's the? I was thinking about stopping through. I got to figure out something on the way home.
When are you driving
Monday.
back?
Well, tomorrow we leave in the morning, and I'm going up through Missouri. Going to stop and see John from Nevermore Antiques.
Awesome.
And if that works out all right, that I can do something with him tomorrow night after he's done with church, then I plan to morning start the drive home.
I'm good on my. I don't really have anything planned this week. I've been working through my backstock and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks, Justin, for thumbs up. I appreciate it, buddy. Jeremy and George are in the room. I saw him in the beginning. Thanks, guys, for. I did look over George's application. I just want to let it publicly be known that we're willing to hire her here in Pennsylvania if she got fired. So, you know, I don't know if anyone saw the video I was the other day with them. Sue was here.
Yeah, Sue went back home and she flew.
So she can come on now. So that's what's going on. But first time. She was here though. We saw her last night, and we went out for dinner and stuff.
Why don't y'all have a large doll on the panel?
Why don't you have a large doll on the panel?
I think he's talking about Manny.
Yeah, Manny from
Oh,
the Suburban Beard.
Gosh,
yeah, that's the wrong channel, Justin. That's
I'll stand here.
yeah. Keep your clothes on, though.
Y'all are not changing my clothes.
Yeah.
You're
I
not
was saying,
changing my
better watch
clothes.
out because Pat will get in the mood to change your clothes for you. So you know.
No, I'm never gonna. Eric, I'm never gonna get in that mood. Trust me. Yeah. Oh, she indeed got fired. No, don't even go there. But what I was saying was they did a video last week, Restore to Love. If you guys haven't checked that out, I'm in there, a little cameo. I would have, but we had thunder and lightning and flooding, and had that on the way driving here. Now Harlan singing. I'm going to get as Static would say, a copyright strike.
Oh.
Today, did you?
One drink.
Yeah, he only had one drink earlier. Uh-oh.
It was
It's not the
keto drink.
quantity, it's
It was a
the size
keto
of it.
drink.
No keto, so I mean you can
Yeah,
drink all the vodka you want.
One drink.
So what? What's up with Eric and Kimberly wearing a hat?
I had to get my new hat I got. It's awesome. Yes.
That's nice.
All right, except for that stain on the top there.
It's a
Yeah.
horsey.
It's weird. It's kind of shaped like a Bronco, but it's a nasty looking stain though. You gotta get rid of
Oh
that.
yeah. Mhm.
That's
I didn't hate on Broncos. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Tonight is not the usual show. It's a little bit bantering and back and forth. So, and Justin, don't worry about no banana hammock. It's not going to happen. Hey, Eric,
There's a lot of spinning going on later, so they're fine.
did you see that, Eric?
Yeah.
Dusty was actually in here the room last week.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Dusty a little bit right before I got on, so he pays attention. I can't do a morning show anymore just because my son gets up so early for school anymore. I literally have to be up and out of bed at 5:50 in the morning, and by the time the morning show rolls around, I'm dead. So
There's Sue.
Oh, there's Sue.
Sue.
Yep.
Yeah.
You said, Sue, you got to quit drinking all that. You have got to drive home.
Yeah. She's in the side chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's watching the show.
Hey, Sue, congratulations.
she got out of town before the warrants were issued. See, she's smart.
Is that how they say it in Florida, Nate?
How you are.
How Nate has his own.
How you are? You got a new baby or something? Cool. I never had no babies. I love all y'all. Y'all know that?
It's
Oh,
baby
Nathan.
the grandma and stuff.
So beautiful.
Oh,
It's a couple.
Nate actually flew in on. I think he was the only one, and then he rented a van and he's driving back home. We couldn't find him the one day. He was up sourcing in Kentucky.
He just-
Yesterday. What was that, Eric?
We went up through Clarksville, right into by the airport, up the air. I think it's an air base or an army base up there.
Where'd you go?
No, man, I went over yonder in a little bitty place called Scottsville, Kentucky. It's a little bitty hole in the wall, like about that big.
Oh my God.
And everything, and to a, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but it was a shown up country auction. They just got stuff piled everywhere, and I watched this auction, and they'll ship it, but I bought so much stuff while I was up there watching his auctions, and one of them I already had paid for. And then I watched it last night, so I had to go back up there again to get the rest of the stuff that I bought last night.
What's the guy's name?
Jerry Whitney.
I've watched his auctions on YouTube. Yeah, I've seen him. So
You know, and he's rare. I've never had a problem with him.
yep.
He's down to earth. He took me to dinner. You know, we had pinto bread.
Yeah, if you can find his auctions, he's actually pretty good, and he does ship and everything, and he gets decent prices for his stuff, but not outrageous. So it's definitely
I like it. Yeah, and you get a lot of one-offs.
Oh yeah.
Kind of goes with
What I do, you know.
you, one off.
Yeah, I'm a lot more one-off. I'll tell you that. Y'all be lucky if I was only one.
Nathan's a good sport. Yeah, you know, Kimmy, I had some of the crazies with me. You never did your crazies episode last night.
I know, right? I didn't, which was kind of weird, you know, to not hang out with everybody, but life happens, and I had to get shipping done last night instead of getting up in the morning and doing it, so that I wouldn't be too far behind in sales, you know, hitting up yard sales today.
I never
You
shipped.
ain't first, you're last.
well, it's good that you have a lot of shipping. That means you had good sales.
It is, I know. I was actually complaining about it yesterday, and then I thought to myself, you know, that's so silly to complain that you have so many things to ship out. Like, I'm grateful and feeling blessed for sure to have eBay doing well. So
So
if I want to hit a certain amount, this is my plan. If I hit a certain amount of items shipped plus dollar amount, then I'll hire somebody to help me, because it takes a lot of time. I do a lot of breakables, and I love breakables, but they do take a little longer to ship. I don't think I'll ever get out of it. Like, I love hard goods. I don't think I'll ever be more into clothes or anything. Although today I picked up a faux leather jacket, like a Betty Boop hoodie, some t-shirts. You know, just I'm gonna lot them up. There's like three of them in the same size. So I'm gonna lot those up. The jacket is a faux leather, but it's cute. It's cute.
You get faux leather from faux.
Yeah, it's cute. It's Forever 21, which will do all right. And then here's the other thing that we got today. Hoodie, Betty Boop. It is amazing. I love it. If it was my size, I would keep it.
These are supposed to be big anyway.
It's cute. And then I showed this. Got a little bop it and some other jewelry. You want to see my jewelry? No, probably not. But I'll show you, Anita, because I know that you'll like it. I got this. I have to look into it a little bit. Nothing fancy. And then this too. has a name on it. I looked it up. Comps were 20 to 30, so I figured, shoot, it's 50 cents.
What is that, Trifari?
It has a mark in it of I can't read it right now. But it was good. And then I've got some other things I need to do something about.
Yeah. I got a whole bunch of Star
I
Wars.
don't know if I might send you closer pictures of this. I need to.
That's really pretty.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is huge, right? So I don't. You're way better at telling stuff than I am, but
Yeah, just send me pictures of the front, the back, and then if it has any marks.
yeah. So then there's some other stuff, but it's out of reach. It was a good day though. I had fun hanging out with my kid.
Hey,
How old is your daughter?
14.
14. Okay.
you're in the room.
Most people think she's older than she is. She's taller than me. But
Not hard to do though.
Is Nathan sitting there and typing in the chat?
There's 3 lives right now.
It freezes at the perfect moment.
So what I did on the Facebook and the YouTube to make sure it's a little bit better so that the computer's not pulling. So yeah.
I don't know how much.
Yeah.
I went out of my comfort zone and bought toys today.
are you going to do another video? Because you're so cute. You're trying to figure out what the toys are. Like,
I got a whole bunch of Star Wars toys, all in boxes.
okay, well, I could do good.
I will do a video.
You have to, because you're so funny making those videos. Like, I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, its arm fell off.
And a lot of decorating items, Santas and carousel.
Hi,
Oh.
Thanks, darling.
Next.
What I should have done is charge everyone $5 to come in the door to pay for my room tonight.
Yeah, fee.
Well,
But I didn't think about it.
Yeah, but you know what? One phone call to the cops, they're going to wonder what you're really charging $5 for in the hotel room. I'm just saying, you probably don't want to go down that route.
it must not
We
be
don't want to go there.
only charging $5 for it.
He go home broke.
That's all I can say.
I wonder, is Pac-Man downstairs?
He was.
I wonder if he would come up.
They tried to get him to come up.
What did he say?
No, he didn't think. I said, you need to go up.
I would like to get Pac-Man up here. He's one of the mods.
You are the awesome monitor.
All right, you guys talk for a minute. I'm going to go downstairs and see if I can get him. I'm just going to give Nate a rule. Keep it PG while I'm away.
Y'all keep it PG.
How y'all doing?
Good.
It's the Florida Picker Show,
Yeah, right.
and we're here just to have fun.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? We found some really good stuff today.
Did you from the flea market or yard sale?
Well, I didn't find much at the flea market, but today I done some RA, can't really discuss that, and went to several pawn shops, found 3 hummingbird depth finders brand new in the pack. Got a good deal on those. I packaged them all together. Found some airsoft, and I know nothing about airsoft, but found an airsoft pistol and an AR-15 airsoft rifle in great shape for $25. Found, this girl graduated from nursing school. Found she was selling all her college books.
Oh.
They were like medical psychology books, and for $2 a piece. I know one of them was Amazon FBA for $153.
I wouldn't doubt it. I actually,
They were great.
right? I took a couple semesters in college of psychology, and the books were so ridiculously expensive. The used one from the used bookstore. It was. I was inside of the college, but it was still crazy. crazy money. So
The new prices were
Very
like
expensive.
$370.
Mhm.
I bought 4 out of. I think she had 10 or 8. I bought 4, and
Mhm.
none of them was less than $100. So
Yeah, when you see medical books, it's good to pick them up. Those do it. Those do well. When I was
yeah,
in school, my medical books were all over 400 each one when I was in school.
yeah.
oh,
Mhm.
but when she said $2, I like it fell over.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a great price.
Mhm.
What else do we get? We found some. Went to 3 Goodwills outside of Nashville here. Didn't find nothing.
Yeah, I had kind of not so great of luck lately at Goodwill
Mhm.
I have not either.
at all. I went to ARC though today. And
Okay,
I don't know if they have those.
we're back.
This is the Florida Picker Show. Excuse me,
Florida
guys.
Picker.
Y'all gonna have to wait your turns. All I'm saying. I'm talking to these ladies right
All right, you can exchange your phone number with him later.
now. All right.
So
Yeah.
Next.
when I was going through some of my boxes I bought, Anita, I found some jewelry,
Ooh.
and so I got this is a Whiting and Davis
Oh
bracelet.
wow. That's a nice. Wow. Yeah.
So comps on this were actually, this one was easy to find. It's like $35-$40.
40 to 50 if they're in good condition.
There's this, it's a pin.
Kimmy and Anita.
Yeah. Abalone.
It's got a like a Leah or something like that on the back.
Leah Sophia.
That's what we found today.
Oh, okay.
No, that should be sterling.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Sterling.
it's like rainbow. It has that little rainbow kind of look to it.
Yeah, I don't, it's plated. You can smell the copper underneath it.
It is. Okay, so I can't see what it says. If it says Leah, it must be Leah Sophia.
Hey, Eric,
Leah.
hold on one second. I'm going to introduce one of our mods that actually, this is the first time he's actually been on YouTube. Justin Pac-Man.
What? What?
Hello.
Justin, you're real.
I'm
Yeah,
real.
I'm a real person.
Justin is real. Well, hi.
Hey,
I know you.
Hello.
So he was a little reluctant to come up, but he said he would do it for Patdees. So I went down. He actually you just came in for today?
Yeah, just for a few hours.
Yeah. How far do you live from here?
2 hours.
He lives in Chattanooga.
Yeah, 2 hours away. And if you guys follow the chat, a lot of times he is in the chat,
Yeah.
and he is a mod on pretty many channels.
Yeah,
So
he's a mod
I always banter with him because I think he has one of the coolest names for being a mod, and we always talk back and forth. So I appreciate him taking the time to come up and say hello to everybody.
Mhm.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to see that you're real.
Yeah.
You know of a Mount Eagle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That used to be real fun in semi.
It's so fun seeing, everybody in the YouTube world, seeing them in person.
Right?
Well, especially even viewers, to meet the different people and put a face, especially people that don't do YouTube and stuff with it. And we always got to keep in mind that people that watch the show, they put a lot of time in a week following us and get wanted to bring him up here to say hello and stuff because he's been very loyal. I mean, I think he's been following me since probably in the first 150, 200 subscriber area number. And I think yesterday I just passed 1,300 subscribers.
Keep it on up.
So
There you go. Good job. I think I made that 300. And I don't make.
I don't want to hold up Eric too much, or excuse me, too much from his time here because he's downstairs chit chatting. So I just want to bring him up and introduce to you guys and say hello.
No, thank you.
Hi, Justin. Hi, Justin.
Thank you.
All right, have a night.
That's what I
I got these 2 bracelets, Anita. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They're both made in India.
I'm going to try
Yeah,
to do that.
they're India made.
Yes.
They have the stickers made, but they're just unique because of
They're
the way
brass. They're brass and wood.
the way they attach. They got little pins in them.
Yeah. You can get 20 for each.
Okay, I was curious about that. I didn't know. So I found them in a box. I paid $30 for the box, but I was buying it was actually this box right here. It's got some condition issues, but it's a lap desk. You unfold it and it opens up and makes a desk. And they were actually hidden in the desk. Nobody even knew they were in there. So, because that's usually worth between 50 and 100. So, okay, cool. So I don't really know jewelry. So,
I can't remember what Pac-Man's full YouTube name is. I just know him as Pac-Man or seeing him so much, or Justin. I mean,
I got no idea what his name
I
is.
can't remember what it is. He has a couple videos, but they're like, gosh, it's been so long.
Yeah.
I can't remember when he put it out. Maybe Adam will know. Adam, do you know?
It was a beautiful day.
Was it?
Yeah, I went out in the country.
Nice. That's where I would have gone. I would have gone and found them hole in the wall yard sales or thrift stores. That's my kind of thrifting.
That's what I did. I didn't go into town. I ain't been in town. Don't care nothing about going.
Yeah. You can't follow the caravan.
Exactly.
Just like that. You know, you got to go opposite from everybody else.
So I live in Tampa most of the time. I also live here. I live in Tampa most of the time, and the yard sales there off the chain.
Yeah,
it's every weekend, never stops. And here, there's not that many yard sales here today.
I bet they got a lot of ranch scooters.
Maybe 20 yard sales around here.
Yeah, there was a lot here, but
you drove there, right? You all drove there.
Yes, I drove from Tampa. But
Deep Fried Deals wants to know if you're a Gator fan.
Who, me? No.
Yeah, no.
I'm from Tennessee, so.
I'm a fan of Benjamin's.
But
I agree.
Tennessee Patricker, so. I'm a boomerang. I just go back and forth.
All right, we got him. We got him here.
She got a cute hat on. She's like doing that.
Well,
right.
at least I just got it, so it needs to like.
We got the biggest YouTuber
Special guest.
Ooh, who is it?
We're excited now. Who do you have?
Ooh, I don't know him. Who is this person?
I interrupted my
How are you?
So did you check out that product I sent you, Scott? See if you.
It's gone now.
Is it?
Yeah, it was pulled yesterday.
Ah.
They,
the news. I thought might be the next big hit.
Yeah, they bowed down to social pressure because they're how you make a socialist look bad, but they were making socialists look even worse. So.
Gotta go out and buy
Hi, Beard's in the house.
It sounds like y'all are having a lot of fun there.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you also went sourcing today. Did you find anything good?
Not really. We started at yard sales. I picked up 4 or 5 things, and then we went to the bins, and I think everybody picked up a few more items, but that was it. Carla and I have so much junk. It's got to be, it's got to be over $30 an hour for one of us to pick it up, unless he can take it directly to the auction. Because if you don't, you got to start picking better. Just because it's a hard thing to learn because it's money, and sometimes the best thing is to walk away.
Yeah, that's actually kind of what I was teaching my kid today, because I gave her a little challenge of trying to use $10 to source. She's much smaller in her Poshmark store, and I want her to learn that she needs to build her business from her own money, not mom's money. So she had to learn to pass on a whole lot of things, because I was like, okay, well, what's it going to cost to ship it? How heavy is it? How awkward is it? And I know that with Poshmark, they have that flat rate, kind of fee, but I wanted her to think about it, to really look at it. She gets all brand. I call it the bling bling look, where you see a brand name and you're like, oh, but really it's not worth it because of the condition or whatever it is. So there was a lot of things today that were not worth a whole lot.
Mhm.
And I have a tendency to list things faster than others, so I need to stay in that wheelhouse of things that interest me. I'll list them much faster. So instead of just
Mhm.
collecting.
Right in the piles.
The dead piles.
Yeah, there's someone here. There's someone here wearing a T-shirt that says, "If you're not listing, you're hoarding," or something.
Yeah.
Well,
That's funny.
Yeah.
Dave is asking if you shot any good content while you're there.
Got a dry dead cat underneath your pile.
Yeah, I did. I got about 6 yard sales, and an estate sale was kind of weird. So, but other than that, not much.
Mhm.
Cool.
As long as you're having a good time, that's all that matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Met a lot of really cool people.
Mhm. Did you go bowling yesterday too?
For me, it was a bucket list. They opened no last.
It's a terrible connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of a little in and out.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, welcome to a hotel. It's probably taxed more than normal because the Mercer soccer team's here.
Yeah.
So you've got, I mean, those that age group. They're hitting down the internet.
See you, Nate.
Bye, Nathan.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yes, sir. I'll take care.
Okay.
You would think that they would have more devices connected and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all working off of basically one modem, I think.
Is it one modem?
Yeah. When you go to look at it.
That's a
Mhm.
that's a good thing. People, that's one of the reasons why I carry 2 phones as well, because one of them's got a big plan.
Mhm.
It's not unlimited, because unlimited they can slow down your hotspot. So I'm able to use one of my phones as a hotspot in case hotel internet is so bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, we actually in Pennsylvania when you were there, didn't we do that with?
Mhm.
Yeah, and I've never done that. To be honest, I usually don't. If I do live, I don't do the regular show. I might go mobile from the phone once in a while, but no, I don't stay in many hotels. Actually, it was hard to get the last 2 nights. This is the first time I've ever had to stay in a hotel with somebody else. And I came in 1:30 late last night, and making sure I didn't wake up Glenn. And then he got up at 5:30 this morning. I actually stayed back till about 8:30 today.
Miss Gold.
That's all right.
Yeah, but I find that I have to use it a lot, especially the more I do YouTube on the road as well, because hotel internet just, you're doing good to connect to something with a decent download speed, but asking for an upload speed is kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have a wired connection there?
no. They've just redone this hotel. It was a travel lodge, and they gate, so they've got all these fancy plugs and stuff. But I haven't found one for hardwire.
It's a nice place. It's very clean, and it looks brand new as far as no complaints as far as that. But again, you got all these people tapping in the same internet.
Yeah. If everybody's online, that's what's causing it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna guess. Is everybody's on? I mean, with the time of day and it being Saturday, I'm sure there's a lot of people.
Yeah, multiple devices being used in the same room.
Yeah, that's what's really, I think, slowing down, because if I'm at a hotel in the morning, it's pretty decent because everybody's leaving and they're not nearly. It's a quick on and off to check thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But at night, it's much more difficult. So I've found that, like, do the editing work, and then you've got to just wait to do the upload in the morning, and it does fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's the weird stuff you learn when you stay in multiple hotels.
Right. I've been testing out the theory of, you had mentioned, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago about uploading in the mornings and compared to night, and I've been doing that, and you are correct for sure. In the difference of views it makes in that first day is way different. I don't know why I didn't think about that, of uploading earlier in the day rather than at night, but thanks for the tip, Scott.
Yeah, it's because as they start their daily feed, you become the top of the bookmarks page or whatever it is for a few minutes.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I've noticed that too. It's a big difference between day and night loading.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that more often. Even though when I finish editing a video, like I end up finishing it later in the day, and I want to just upload it like right then. I think it's better to wait. So.
David's asking, did I catch any football? Yeah, we were at a restaurant where we could see the Florida Miami game, and we got back here at the hotel, and there's a big group downstairs. TV was playing, so there weren't any sound to it, but we watched the end of it.
What was the outcome?
Florida held off Miami 24-20. Miami had about 50 chances. It just couldn't cash in. But it's my favorite part of the year. College football's back. This is just
college or pro. I don't care. I'll watch it. I'll watch them all.
I don't watch college, but I do pay attention to football. I do pay attention.
Did you pay attention that Andrew Luck retired?
The first game we play is the Raiders, and that is always a little nerve-wracking because either we stomp them or we embarrass ourselves really bad. And I noticed that when the Broncos really suck that first game, like, good luck. But the past few years, they do really good the first few games, and then like the fourth or fifth game, not so great. So hopefully, we do better. I think they got to get kind of into a groove, and hopefully Lindsey doesn't injure himself as early as he did last year, because that boy has got some talent. He needs to cut his hair, but he's got talent.
Yeah, you got a quarterback that may or may not show up.
I know his averages are not any better than what we were doing last year, and I mean we'll see. I'm thinking the vibe is going to be a lot better, which I think you kind of have to have a good vibe with the quarterback. That's why Manning did so well. Being very much kind of a businessman, people liked him. People liked to listen to him, and so he kind of instructed the team pretty well. But we'll see what happens. Either way, whether we do awesome or we suck, I'm still going to be a Bronco fan. You'd think I'd be a Raiders fan, being born in California, but no. Broncos.
I was born in California. I'm not a California team fan, so
yeah. Well, the Raiders just moved, but yeah, I like the 49ers better than the Raiders, but the Raiders is my least favorite team.
They haven't moved yet, have they? Their stadium's not ready till next year.
Yeah.
That was very interesting. If those went to eBay Open, you could see all the ironwork and all the cranes. They were making one of those futuristic new stadiums.
Oh, are they? Huh. I guess I haven't. Going to eBay Open next year. It's going to happen. I even got my snow globe to inspire me. No, I'm just playing. I'm going to sell this, but I've sold a lot of snow globes through my eBay years.
Yeah, I have to. They sell well.
Yeah.
Special guest
number two, Lord. Count on me and Shane. That's sad. Eric, who do y'all open with next weekend?
I honestly don't know. I haven't even looked at the schedule.
It must be a directional school or something. I haven't seen you guys mention it all, other than I think preseason number 5 or 6, whatever.
Trying to think of.
I had you guys had a Michigan, which was interesting.
I don't know. I'll have to look at it. Like I said, I haven't looked at anything Ohio State, so I'm curious. I don't even know.
Okay.
We open up.
Hey, Barry.
The big child's coming up, yeah.
Oh, Lord, you're coming on.
Florida Atlantic is who we open up with.
Oh, yeah.
This show is not planned or nothing. We're having a lot of fun. Come
Go
on.
Vols. I've already been on the show.
Yeah, finish it.
Wait, is it Crocs and Cracks? Oh, I hope it's Crocs and Cracks.
What's up?
Sure.
How's it going, guys?
They got to tell us what shoes you're wearing.
Shane, we want to know.
Everybody here
I
wants to know.
bring my Crocs on this trip because I don't wear Crocs outside of my house. The rule. Because they're not cool.
Oh, okay.
You should never admit to wearing Crocs anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, we don't
Oh, dude.
know Shane's little secret.
Crocs are the most comfortable shoes you'll ever wear in your life. They're the most comfortable shoes.
I am not saying that I've never worn Crocs. I'm just never going to admit that I've ever worn Crocs.
Now,
Really.
I do occasionally wear them to the gas station with my basketball shorts.
Yeah, in Shane's defense, he was not aware that all of YouTube was observing his Crocs.
You know what? That's right. That's right. There was a situation.
Crocs and Cracks.
We won't say it.
We won't. We won't. I'm still Team Shane, even if we're Crocs.
That's right. So why don't you tell me a little bit about bowling last night?
So we all went bowling. Me and Steve and Kevin, the Tennessee picker, and who else was? Patdees. Oh yeah, Patdees. And we all went bowling. We had some fun. Got super late. We bowled 3 games, and pretty much Kevin whipped us all.
I won that one.
Patdees did not get over 72.
That's a lie.
So that was the win.
You lied.
Yeah, and then me and Barry ate pork rinds in our room.
No, he ate all my pork rinds.
Is that who that is? The back of the screen is a little blurry. I was like, wait, I think I recognize that profile.
Thrifty Santa.
Hey, Anita.
Barry.
Hey, Eric.
How's it going?
Thrifty Santa.
They wore me out.
Tell us about our day. Barry hung out with me for the day.
Yeah, we went and tried to find our sales.
Yeah.
We found a few estate sale. It was a pretty good estate sale, and then we went to the nastiest bins at Goodwill bins I've ever been to in my life.
The nastier, the better.
Yeah, and Shane found a lot of books. So I gave him a good bolo tip for Alcoholics Anonymous books. If you find those, some of the older ones are can go for some good money.
And I found one.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, so we found one.
Yep.
30 wouldn't let you eat.
No, he started me at about 4 o'clock. I said, either take me to eat or take me to the hospital.
We kept going. We woke up at 6, and the only stop we did all day was Starbucks for that's it. Yeah.
We had a good time.
Glenn, what'd you do today? This is Glenn, the Swamp Picker. And Scott and Glenn tried to cut us off the yard sale.
Yeah.
Scott flipped all my mirrors around on my van.
Oh.
Sneak attack. Oh.
That's the delay technique to get out first.
Paybacks. I would tell him paybacks are gonna suck.
He's getting
The shenanigans of reselling, right?
And like literally the first 3 yard sales we went to, I've seen Scott there and Glenn. And then literally the next yard sale, we're like, good, they're gone. And then here comes Scott pulling right up behind us. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I got out and started yelling at you until you turned around and started laughing. I'm like, that dude was like, is this going to be some kind of fight? And then all of a sudden he was laughing again. But he did not. He was not able to.
Scott yelled at me, and I'm like, stop following me to yard sales. Go out on the street, and the guy's like, what the hell's going on here?
Oh, it goes up?
It has a unique pickup truck. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Steve, what'd you do today?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah, Steve.
Oh, shit.
Steve was
I
on
was the
early.
first guest, man.
Yeah,
I forgot.
we were
Yeah, we
wondering where you weren't even over at the Mexican restaurant with us.
Well,
You working?
I was working.
You were napping.
I was working. No, I don't take naps, dude. I don't take
Alright.
naps. I don't take naps. I was working. I was in traffic. Because I know that I'm going to be going full time probably in October, forced full time for my job. So it puts a lot of things in perspective. Like I went to eBay Open and had a lot of fun, but here, like I had fun. Like I've talked to people, but I also had to put in a lot of work to make money because I know that I'm going to be going full time probably in October, and I am not nowhere near where I need to be at.
Are you planning on moving before that too, or right after? Or
No, we're planning on moving really probably next year sometime.
next year?
So it'll be. I think the goal is to put our house on the market the first few months of next year, and then it'll probably take a few months to sell. Once it sells, we're pretty much going to rent Alabama and then look for houses. So,
Yeah.
or Florida, Alabama or Florida. It's going to be just right.
I'm moving in very.
You are?
Yeah.
Buddy the elf.
Scott can be your elf. He
Not
looks like a
really.
yard gnome kind of stuff.
And that's your
Will you
friend.
be my elf? You be number 1 or number 2?
My beard.
Nah,
Oh, competing Santas.
that's right.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
No, looks
So what are
like
y'all doing tonight?
Hanging out with you.
hanging out today.
I had a long day of thrifting, so I'm just chilling tonight.
Me too.
Well, what did you find? Any good find?
Yeah, I found some. I mean, it was all right. A lot of it I just honestly did for filming on YouTube with my daughter on a nice day that wasn't too hot, and to kind of teach her a little bit because she just started her Poshmark closet about a month back, and a few people have been very kind in donating stuff to her, and she also has clothes of hers, but she's noticing the issue of sizes not selling. Like my size and her size don't necessarily sell as well. So she's learning that she needs to kind of add to that. So it was a good learning day. There was a little bit of stranger danger. You never know who you're going to ever run into while out and about. But besides that, it was good. It was fun.
Running into crazies.
Yeah. I have a little, for those of you following me on Instagram, I took a little tiny clip of some of my video today of me trying to jump into the dumpster, which I've done, where I jump up and lean into the dumpster, but I missed the first time. So that's on Instagram under Life of Kimberly, if anybody wants to see yet another embarrassing moment.
That's awesome. I actually learned that Patdees was a and how he throws his bowling ball is he throws it like a shot put. He shot puts it down the lane. So when he throws his bowling ball, it don't even touch the lane until it gets like a foot from the pins. It's crazy.
That's awesome. I like bowling. I really like bowling.
You broke over 100, right? Like a 130? Like a 130 or something like that?
The one game, I think I only missed 7 or 8, but it was an 8, a 9, an 8, a 9. I had trouble picking up sometimes the spare.
And you gotta also put it in perspective. We're bowling like really crappy house balls that have chips in them, and the lanes were.
And we closed the place down.
Yeah, we closed it down at 1 in the morning. We actually got there like 1:10 in the morning.
That's why I had like 4 calls.
Yeah.
So you were basically bowling during that romantic 12 to 1 o'clock with the lights all turned low time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Pat was sitting across from me, and I had a beer, and he was trying to share it with me, but I didn't let him. I didn't let him.
A rock and bowl. Yeah.
But it was like moonlight bowling.
Oh, sounds romantic, Cole.
Well,
all of us piled into Steve's little mini Matchbox. I couldn't put the damn seatbelts on in the back, but
Yeah, Shane drives a what? A Toyota Sienna?
Yeah, I have a Toyota
He's
Sienna.
like,
Just
"Oh,
like
I
Scott.
can-"
It's like looks exactly like Scott, but
He's like,
little
I can
different.
only fit 3 people in there. Bullshit. Oh, sorry.
literally, my van was at a yard sale. Scott's van was in front of me, and they look the exact same, but Scott has different wheels. And we have what else? You have? The roof rack. Yeah.
So you're all gonna head back home in the morning?
Mm-hmm. I'll probably leave at like 7.
I gotta hit it out.
I'm not leaving at 7. I'm going to probably leave around 8:30. Like I said, I'm heading up to see John Nevermore.
Oh,
And then
yeah, I
I'm-
forgot about that.
So,
Are you guys trying to go live?
Say that again?
Are you going to go live with
Yes,
John?
go live, please.
If I do, I'd probably go with John if we can go live on his channel because he doesn't do many live. And then I may record some sort of footage, sort of like American Picker style. Maybe he can tell me about how he came about a couple things like that. We'll see whatever he wants to do. He seems up to it.
That should be fun. He's a good guy.
Yeah. I think all of us have a goal of going to Livermore End.
Right?
Right?
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Then I plan.
How's it?
Eric gets up at a certain time. Plan to stop and see Eric.
I'll be up at like 5:45 in the morning.
Well, I'm not stopping at your house at 5:45.
Yeah. That's staying up at 8.
Did Lucas start school?
Yeah, that's why I have to get up so early because I gotta get him off to school.
Oh, okay. So even if we did something around during the day while he's in school, that'll work.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter. He gets out of school like 2:30 anyway, so
Oh, okay. Okay.
no big deal. He's
Yeah.
cool.
All right. Cool.
Deep Fried Deals asked me when you move to North Atlanta. Probably not because I know Scott sources Atlanta a lot, and for that, but I'll source like Mississippi, Louisiana, all through the South because we'll be when we move we'll be only like 30 minutes from Mobile, so it's still like what 6 hours from you, 5 hours from you. It's still 5 hours from Scott, so it's Florida's
North Carolina is too.
They told me I couldn't pick in Alabama, but there was a blonde at the table last night said I was welcome. She doesn't do YouTube. Who was that lady? There were some people down here that do reselling, but don't do YouTube.
She's an Auburn fan. What the hell is she about?
She's an Auburn fan.
I can tell you right there.
We had, I think Phil talked about it. We had probably about 45 people last night for dinner.
Wow.
Shane shows up late with 2 bodyguards, 2 big burly guys with beards about 3 foot long.
Yeah.
The Thrifton brothers.
It's easy.
I'm always late to everything. I don't know why, but I'm always showing up late.
Fashionably late. See, I'm not late. I like to be early. I like to be early kind of person.
Yeah,
But I was wrong, I think, with the Ryans. I was like,
They're always late.
And then some people just came in for the day. Like Pac-Man, he came in just for today. What do you like?
I don't know.
Oh,
Scott's laughing at
They last well. What's the name? Met yesterday. You were there yesterday.
Yeah, so there were a couple people that, probably because of scheduling and work, that they just came in for a day yesterday and then even today.
Mario.
Tell me.
Was here.
Rest Raccoon.
Rest Raccoon. Yeah.
Oh, was he here?
I know, I didn't get to meet him.
Yesterday. We made him at the party yesterday.
I missed it because I came in super late. So.
Yeah.
Rusty Raccoon, he's in the chat a lot. Apparently, he was here yesterday, and I
The only one that was not who I expected. I think he's a young fella. I didn't expect him to be so young.
yeah.
No, because I would think he'd be a little older.
He's 26, 27, 28.
Really?
And see that ambition at that age.
Yeah. Yeah, young and in shape.
I didn't realize he was
So,
that
Eric-
young either.
Yeah.
Eric, you were showing some pin stuff. Were they the political pins that you picked up at the auction?
No, these are jewelry I found in a box in that lap desk I found. I didn't know there was jewelry in there, so I found that. I was just asking Anita about it. The political pins are over here, so
Yeah. I got that box of, I made 500 postcards from Chris the Goose. So I want to go over even some of those with you. What you think I can list them for?
All right.
I was at the Nashville flea market, and a guy had a whole big box, and I told him I'd give him $50, but he wanted $350 for it.
$350.
Yeah,
It was a big box.
yeah, it was a pretty big box, but it probably would have took me some time. But I looked at it like I could probably get a storage unit for that, and you know, I wasn't going to drop $350.
I think the best find was kind of pork rinds that I ate, and I think that was the best at the flea market.
I remember flea markets. You're not the middleman anymore. You're like the second person to take a bite of the pie.
Right.
You want to pay a little bit more. So just depends on whether or not they were worth it. I mean, they could have been worth it. I mean, $350 for a big box of postcards. They just have to be some decent postcards. That's all. I mean,
The guy said there was probably 1,000 in there, but then he said that I guess somebody that they know would come and pick some of them up and sell them somewhere for $4 or $5 a piece. So he looked at it like it was going to be like a triple, you know.
Yeah. He had a lot of vintage shirts. He had some. This guy had some T-shirts.
We got a guy jumping in, but he doesn't want to show his face on camera.
He had some vintage. Please come on and say hello. Oh, you was there.
Yeah, you want to come on and say hello real quick?
Sure.
Sure.
T-shirts.
Here, Barry, you want over here? You sit over. Barry, sit here. All right. Privilege to have Santa sitting on my bed. So we have here. Who you are?
My name is Tracy. T Flips on YouTube.
You do that?
You just.
There you go. So what do you still on eBay again?
eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist.
Okay.
No Amazon yet.
Now, is there something you specialize in? Or?
Everything.
He sells everything. And where are you from?
Huntsville. Same as Scott and Harlan.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they left you some stuff.
I usually.
Yeah.
They really hurt my feelings when I go to a yard sale. I pick before they do, and then they come behind me, and I see on video all the stuff that I missed.
Yeah. So Scott travels 40 states. He owns Alabama. You know? Now, did you know Scott before?
No,
Is this the first time you met Scott?
Not the first time we met at a couple of yard sales, but maybe I've started watching him on YouTube a lot. He actually got me started doing this.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I don't want to hear that. No pressure on him.
See, tonight we must have 15 guests. They say we can only have 6 on StreamYard. Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, we got 10 here, right?
Got 5 people sitting past that.
Yeah. You're not sleeping.
it's actually more like
a big
45 guests with all the different shadows and everything that move around. So.
Exactly. Because it was down too loud, and the TV was playing and stuff in the background. So, Shane, you're not. Don't even.
You gonna hate him being your big spoon.
This is coming, man. Come on.
Shane is the only one that I worry about because he's a little bit bigger than me, but everybody else I could throw. No, he's not staying. You're not staying. How much rise and grind you do?
Hey, this is pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
This is pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
This is a family show.
Yeah,
Exactly. This is
you don't share a room with Shane because rise and grind means something completely different early.
Right.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Barry, go get my crops.
I did yesterday.
Oh, he found something.
That's the postcard guy. He bought it from the postcard guy.
Oh, you bought that from the guy?
Yeah, I found a 100th anniversary Harley Davidson jacket, blue jean. Got it for $30. It's going for $100. But
Wow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
it's excellent jacket.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Now, did anyone here do any tours, visit anything, or it was all business?
All business.
Oh, I can't hear.
I can't either.
They
I was
froze
laughing
up.
at the chat.
Let me know when we're back.
You're back.
You're back now.
All right. Yeah, what I did is I had closed off the Facebook and YouTube, so it does seem to be running much better and stuff like that. But no one here did any tourist type stuff.
We were all here last year. Most of us.
Steve is saying because they were here last year that they went. I went and enjoyed myself. I didn't care. Some of the budget money went for that, and of course my $101 ticket.
Now, did you guys go down into like Murfreesboro to do any yard selling down there?
There was nothing over there. We stayed more towards Brentwood.
They stayed more towards Brentwood, Scott said.
Yeah, Murfreesboro down there, that's where most of the country music stars live and things like that. So big money down there.
Well, I posted up on my Instagram today. I did a snapshot of what the yard sales were. Oh yeah, and I was just amazed. Oh, you guys can see that. I mean, look at all the places. That'd probably be the whole 5 counties in where I live. So that was kind of neat to see. And what's nice about the app is you're able to touch it, and then it just tells you the directions. Now, one today,
There's Denver.
This one.
Yeah,
that looks like campus. The Denver app.
Oh,
Kimmy, it looks like
Kimmy.
Kimmy, hold it up there.
Oh yeah, that's
that looks like
that's
campus.
that's Tampa right there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they do yard sales here quite often. And actually, I did follow quite a few of these today, and they led me astray. But I came across good yard sales from the signs around where it led me astray.
Somebody in the chat is asking where the ladies are. They're down. To be honest, they're down. Some of them are sitting down there drinking glasses of wine. So they're not much for doing YouTube. But Joni's still up. She's down there.
Yeah, she's down there talking.
And again, we met a couple people. One lady, she does a lot. She gets from thrift stores, but she doesn't do YouTube. And she had a friend come. But there was probably, to be honest, half ladies, half guys. There was a lot of ladies here for this get together. So don't anyone think like that. That there are a lot of women interested in doing reselling and selling on eBay and Amazon, and even some. I mean, what's her name? Joan.
Oh yeah, Joni.
Yeah.
There's 2 Jonies and a Joanne.
Yeah, the one lady, she sells like 3 or 4 different places that she gets stuff, and has a friend that comes and helps her, and she has so much stuff that they don't even have time to process it all.
Wow.
So there's definitely stuff out there, and there's definitely things to do for women to make full-time or part-time income if they're looking just to start out that way.
We even had some.
Yeah, we probably had 3 or 4 kids that came along with their parents.
And they actually sell on eBay. I mean, the 12-year-old, 15-year-old.
Yeah. So I mean, that's
cool.
Kimmy. Your daughter Lily started what, Poshmark?
Yeah.
There was a couple kids down there talking about selling, and one of them sells like $100 worth of stuff a week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
$1,200 a week.
Yeah.
Profit.
And she's 12? Wow.
Yeah, 12 years old. Scott is the biggest YouTuber here. I tell you, it was nice to see the kids. Maybe I shouldn't say this in front of them, but they were asking. They were so happy because they said they watch him. They wanted his autograph, and
Aw, that's
Yeah.
so cute. I don't want his autograph. No, I'm just kidding.
you're not 12 years old.
I've been on vacation with Scott. I'm good. I'm
just kidding.
Well, I can get you a photo. You know.
You can lay in Patdees' bed and you
No.
can take a photo.
What are you talking about?
Oh my.
See, Florida Picker's getting uncomfortable now.
He's out.
Next to Shane in my bed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You felt the pressure.
Well, Steve's like next to me.
That's all right. I have no problem.
Well, Steve, never mind. Steve's usually in bed at this time, so we're keeping him up.
Steve went bowling.
Can you guys see? Look, there's my bed over there. See, there's 4 guys in my bed. Sleep on the floor. If Glenn's already napping, he's already over.
Pat, can you put a call downstairs to have an alarm come off and call your room at 7?
No. I'll sleep. I'd sleep in the lobby, so it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, live from Nashville doesn't mean that you guys, you know, you come on, you say hello to the peeps. We got 20 people here watching right now.
Who else in there?
Smash that thumbs up.
Adam's still here?
Is Adam Exploit still here?
I'm not sure if he's still in here. I know he was earlier.
Yeah. I saw Adam. Met him at an eBay Open last year and saw him this year. Good fella.
Yeah, he's going next year.
Kimmy,
I'm going next year. Yeah, I'm going to go next year.
Nameless picker?
Nope.
No.
Oh, Adam's in there.
But if the dates work out, Eric may come next year for.
Yeah, if you could, I'll do Nashville because I can do that. It's just got to be earlier in the year. I can't go during the school year.
Yeah, that was my whole thing. Is my kids started school like 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, if they were to do it like at the end of July, that would work out better than any time in August or September. I mean, I know it's hotter, but
that's the problem when eBay Open. It might clash with that. So if they did it maybe a week earlier, that would help. But they'll have
what you do is you do it on the weekend before eBay Open, and that way people who are traveling out east can just keep going out to eBay Open if they want. So,
or Eric, you could move to Alabama.
No, thank you. I like Alabama. I used to service a store in Auburn, Alabama, and I had a store in Noonan, Georgia. There's nothing wrong with Alabama. I don't want to live down there.
Yeah.
Too hot.
Squat back. No, it's all good.
Jennifer saying
that spot.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you guys better not ruin my shit.
They do the eBay Open every year.
I'm gonna be laying in bed and have to smell Shane's stinky ass over there. I'm smelling like
Crocs and cracks.
Yeah.
You saying he's got a lot of axe on it?
I think he's got a lot of axe on. Right.
So the axe is not the greatest of smelling. Just so you all know.
No. Spanish urine.
Oh, yeah.
Flea market sale. Somebody had a box of urine. Spanish urine for sale. He's like, what the heck is that? I didn't even know what I had. I'm throwing that crap away. I said, somebody will buy it. Leave it sit there.
I thought it was deer attraction.
They use it for, I heard that people use it to pass piss test.
Did you scan it?
So apparently in Nashville, you can buy urine to pass the drug test. So I guess sheltered up there in the Poconos. We should have basically got Shane to get a tattoo or something. It all chipped in a couple bucks, a special tattoo.
I got an eBay tattoo.
Yeah.
An eBay tattoo.
No, Scott needs to get his first tattoo. No, you're not.
Never too old.
He doesn't have tattoos. I guess I kind of just figured he had tattoos. Maybe it's the beard or something. I don't know.
Has tattoos.
Why did you think he was like a badass biker?
No. I don't know. I just assumed, I guess.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
yeah, come on.
Nothing wrong with tattoos. I have tattoos. It's all right.
We should all pitch in and get Patdees a tattoo.
Yeah.
Well,
you were all for it when they were going to do it to me.
Yeah.
I went like Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, even Big Red says eBay tattoo. Maybe they won't charge you listing fees.
Yeah.
They probably still will.
Yeah, that's my son. He's 18. He doesn't know any better yet.
They probably
aren't you supposed to be in bed? What are you playing?
But
Fortnite?
you know what? That's a good idea. They might pay me to get it.
Grime finds his tattoos are fake. Hey, so Justin, since you're on here, you're back in Texas then. with Mike Storch Auction Pyre. When are you doing his stuff for auction? If you can hear me, I got people actually asking me about that $7,000 unit, so it's getting some traction as far as people want to know what's in it and how you're going to make out. Yeah, Josh, it's 12:37, but it's, you know, it's weird. It's an hour behind here, and I've never. Catalog goes live Monday night. Now, how does that work? Will people be able to view that online through your website? Justin, you're a wrench. If you want to put a link in the chat so that people watch the replay, if they want to go and buy anything to support Mike, put the link in the chat, and then somebody can go and check that out. And you might have YouTube viewers that are only know after the banner drops. But if you want to put a link in there, please do. You know, maybe there are some people that watch it and want to know. So if we can help Mike out,
people can actually pre-register through the link. If he's going to throw it, if you can't throw it down, Justin, I do have it stashed amongst my documents.
And Justin is a wrench. Dave, Deep Fried. I don't know, Dave, why you changed your name. Deep Fried Deals sounds like you're selling breaded chicken or something.
Hey. I saw
how much you paid for the VHS tapes. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you because I haven't sold. I got to sell more. I did sell. I got some from Steve. Got some that he won. So Don the Bargain Hunter won some for free. Well, this week we're not giving. I gave Steve, but my trunk is filled with them. I'm going to give some to John Johnson so they can put them with VCRs and stuff like that. So. But you're close, Don. You're close. I already did, sell about 6 or 7 cases.
That was a pretty good score, though.
Yeah.
Some VHS is so good on Amazon, too.
Yeah, the problem is what they eat up in fees. That's the problem. If I could sell them on Amazon even for $2.50, $3, and they were an add-on, like even Prime Day, I would do okay. You know. Oh, wow.
Anita, did you have any good finds today? Sourcing?
Yeah, today I got a whole bunch of toys that I'm going to do a video tomorrow and show everybody. Lots of Star Wars toys and Star Trek, a few of them, and a whole bunch of toys and Christmas items.
Hey, there we go. Christmas items.
Yeah.
How about Nameless Picker? Any good finds today?
I've got so much stuff I don't need to buy until December.
There you go.
Now, Eric, for you, does the season matter? Everybody talks about fourth quarter. For what you sell, it doesn't matter, right?
No, I mean I have better sales in fourth quarter just because more people are shopping, but
right,
sale is not seasonal at all.
Yeah, I had to stop at Target because I forgot shaving cream, and they had like 2 aisles of clearance. A lot of stuff was like 70% off, and I did pick up a couple of those collectible action figures like from the TV shows. And so even when I was down here, I did go into like 3 or 4 Goodwills, but sort of like back home, they're just so bombarded with low quality clothes. And I got a tractor trailer load of clothes that I don't really need to be adding. I did buy 4 or 5 pieces. I think I only spent about $80 at all the Goodwills. But I did better today at an estate sale. I only spent $24 and got like 6 or 7 items. Probably the picture frame that I got was huge. It was like 5 by 6. That probably is worth about $70 or $80. I just sold one not too long ago for $100. That was like a 15 by 20.
Your son's saying he needs the garage back.
What's that?
Your son's saying that he agrees that you need your garage back.
Well, he's right. And, we can't park right now. We can't even park 2 cars in there.
Yeah.
And Don Bargain Hunter is saying there are more women doing reselling than men.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, and women I think are good shoppers, so they're more on certain things. Maybe not so much electronics, but as far as clothing and jewelry and household, and there's a lot of things I don't even look at. Glassware and ceramics and stuff like that.
There's money in it, and I was teaching my daughter that today. I'm like, people avoid all of this because they're worried about the shipping part of something that's, breakable, or taking pictures of something that's really reflective. So I was teaching her how to just tell just by touch or looking right at it, aging it or telling if it's crystal or, because I'm all for going for the stuff that people don't want to touch. I'm fine with that, and not in the sense that it's trash kind of junk. They don't want to touch it and sell it, but I'm just been brought up like with my family having a consignment shop in that eBay store when eBay pretty much opened. That's all they did was sell home decor in it, home decor or like some memorabilia stuff, but mostly home decor. So I'm just used to it, and I don't really like to go veer off too far from what I know. And every time I do it and I try to veer off somewhere into getting clothes or whatever it is, I don't do well. So I'd rather just stick with what I know. And home decor is huge. That's from art all the way down to statues to dinnerware to all of it. And
did you see the eBay update on the new item specifics for home and garden stuff?
I haven't. When was that?
It just dropped. I think it was last week. They're changing up, and item specifics in the home and garden have just gotten huge about required listings. There's some other toys was another one, and there was another category, clothing or something like that. There was another thing that they're going to mandatory certain item specifics in each of those categories. It's in your eBay communications.
Okay, yeah, and then I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, it's a pretty big list for home and garden.
Right.
If you have Legos, they want to know everything about Legos, but the home and garden thing was like 4 or 5 pages long.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it. Where's she? Carol! There's Carol. I always love seeing Carol because she likes to give all the boys a hard time, and that's what needs to happen. Look, Carol, there's plenty of them right here, right up there. Look at all of them.
House.
Give them a hail.
Carol. Give him hell. Got half asleep. Are you much of a night owl? No. I know you're not. No.
I think that the shoppers are mostly one percentage, the larger percentages of shoppers are women too, because they're the ones decorating and buying everything.
I don't see any men. That's all that's in here. Justin's asking what do I mean by good shoppers. I guess I'm saying from my experience, I know a lot of guys that can't even tell you what a loaf of bread is and what a pair of jeans would cost. So,
okay, I know.
Must smell like a locker room. Nah, it's not too bad. We got the air conditioner.
I don't need to know, Barry. We took showers before dinner.
What is Motley Crue in the upper left quadrant? I don't know. What
must smell like a locker room.
Okay.
Carol's saying she's been busy listing and selling, unlike us slackers. We've been sourcing, so we're not slacking. Yeah.
Ain't nothing left.
Are you the one that bought $1,000? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to.
Well, since Thursday.
Okay, so Tennessee bigger. Like that.
Oh yeah. Kevin today bought like $1,000 for Legos. Yeah, $1,000 worth of Legos. One guy today did.
At an estate sale.
Couldn't believe he said last night that he
At an
carries
estate sale
$1,000 with him to every yard sale. He starts at $1,000.
Oh, yeah, sometimes you run out of
Yeah, I had $100 in once. So is Glenn here? Yeah, Glenn.
He's right there.
Glenn likes to go to bed early, so we're keeping him up a little bit late. But this actually is his room.
You made $100 in one?
Yeah. Well, he's the one to register it.
His other bed has been ruined.
Yeah. Carol is saying hello.
Hello, Carol. This is Axel.
Yeah. I asked him which one, but this works better for me because then I'm.
She called y'all slackers, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. We were attacking. I just told you about.
Slacker.
Yeah.
There's several here went and bought $1,000 worth of stuff.
Well, you know.
Just source it.
Slackers.
Slackers.
I sourced
$1,000. I didn't spend no $1,000. I only spent probably $200.
It
It cost me $100 for the ticket. I spent more on the ticket than the damn room.
I
Yeah, stop complaining, Pat.
Thursday. Today's Saturday.
Yeah, these guys are all talking about the sourcing, but none of them went live. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm confused by the time because I keep on thinking it's 1 o'clock. Yeah. Well, that's what it would be, right.
It is Carol.
That's crazy.
Well, what's going on, Kimmy?
Nothing.
Oh, mute Pat. All right, hold on. There we go.
Ah, much better. Now we don't have to hear his voice.
Amen. You don't like to talk about your replenishables, Kimmy?
No, I don't, because all it's going to take is 1 or 2 people to figure that out. And I always actually kind of wonder or worry about it sometimes in it, being such a kind of big chunk of income. So
someone's asking the phones in the room. They thought he heard his big Carol.
Yeah, I don't worry about that because if you're pricing it right and if you're
well, I mean,
promoting your
part of it
listing,
is that it's so silly that it sells that
Hey, thanks for stopping in. Good night.
Easily accessed, I guess. Bye, Adam. Carol, I love her so much. She gives everybody a hard time. Well, the guys, hard time.
Well, guys, hey, we got a couple minutes here. We're gonna wrap it up. Kimmy, why don't you tell about what shows you're gonna do this week and what's going on?
Yeah, sure. So Monday will be Mubio as with Z's because we don't cuss around here. Motivational Monday, that will happen live. And then I don't think I have any more lives scheduled for that week on my channel.
Yeah.
You just never know, but I do know that I'll be hanging out with you, Pat, Thursday for the Thursday show. Yeah,
on Thursday we're going to have Casey Rockstar Flipper, and we're going to do the show at 7:40 because Casey goes live at 9 o'clock. So that's what we're going to be doing. And Anita, are you doing anything this week, YouTube related?
Well, I'm gonna do my Etsy videos, and then I'm gonna try and do a few more lives now that I got that all set up. But I haven't really. I'll put the the reminder up because I haven't really decided what time to do it.
And Eric, you haven't done a video in a while, have you? No.
I've been working too hard.
Yeah, I know. And how's you and Jason going to do something? With maybe show some of your haul?
I don't think Jason's kind of out of commission for a little while, so
yeah.
At this point it's got to go up, so it's not really haul selling. It's just got to get it listed. So
right.
Not going to worry about that.
Right. Well, guys, hey, I appreciate everyone watching tonight. You guys can give me thumbs up, and everybody want to say goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Hey, everyone.
Bye.
All right, hey, thanks, guys, for joining me on the show live. I appreciate it. So we're going to end it right there, guys, and thank you.
See ya.
Thank you all for coming up.
I want $5.
Oh my God.